I walked for an hour from 5 a.m. I arrived there at 6 a.m. They could just sweep my hands away. It tested my patience. I made a good connection with God. as promised, I'm going to show you some clips of my before and my after. So this is my picture when I arrived in Montreal, January 31, 2016. And this is the other picture when I visited Montreal 7 years after. Right? The next one, my very first snowfall experience. This was it. Yes. And 7 years after, I went back to that place. Here you go. Whoop. Yeah. And the very first mall that I visited to is this one. Yes. It was the first mall experience. The very first mall. I was in complete awe. I was like, wow, this is the mall in Montreal. It was beautiful. 7 years after, went back. Here you go. Yes. Boom. So those are the clips of my before and after the place where I visited in Montreal. With everything that I went through in Montreal, you know what? This is very cheesy, but I made a good connection with God. I mean, I'm not really a religious person, but I do believe in the power of prayer. When I was in Montreal, I don't know anyone. I don't know who can I talk to. I don't know. I don't have friends, really. I don't have any relatives that would be my emotional outlet. So my emotional outlet that time was directly to God. Like, every time I'm frustrated, every time that I needed something, every time I want something, I talk to God. I just prayed. Sometimes at times I'll kneel down. At times it's just like randomly. I close my eyes and I'll talk to God. Like, Lord, please give me this one. What's going on? What's happening? Like, for me, at the end of the day, it feels good that I was able to let my emotions out. I was able to let my words out rather than keeping it to myself. Otherwise, I will be in bad shape. So I feel like God was my emotional outlet that time. I was able to tell Him everything. And sure enough, there are like prayers works wonders. God really, if it's meant for you, it's meant for you. Like I said, I'm not really a religious person, but when I arrived in Canada, when my journey abroad started, I made that connection with God that I will surrender everything to you. If this is for me, this is for me. Yes, with our prayers, sometimes it will be given to you. Sometimes it's not. I have a lot of prayers with God that I did not get it. And I even asked Lord, like, I needed this job. I am left with like $500. I need to get this job because I wanted this job, and also I want to feed myself. I need money. And He did not give me this job, but you know what? You have to wait. I believe that. There are prayers that it will be given to you right away. There are also prayers that it will not be given to you, but there's always a better one for you. So what happened to me is that He was not able to give me the job when I was walking for an hour. I sacrificed a lot for that. I did not give the job. But when I moved to another province in Canada, I was able to get a better job. So sometimes, like, if you're going to pray something, you need to work for it. Because, like, for example, if I am praying to the Lord that I needed a job, but He did not give it to me, but I'm not doing anything to look for another one, how am I going to get it? You know? So, prayer plus hard work, very driven with your goals, nothing is impossible. you will get it. I really hope that you are inspired with this vlog. Life can be very hard. I know that. Sometimes we feel like it's the end of the world and we really want to give up. But you know what? No, it's not the end of the world. You just need to work hard for it. You pray to the Lord, trust God, and everything is possible. There's no time limit. Like, you can do it. You can do it. It is just like a gold. The gold needs to go through a lot of process. It's under the heat before it shines through. So as human as we are, we have a lot of imperfections. We have a lot of tribulations. We have a lot of sacrifices. But you know what? At the end of it, it's all gonna be worth it. You work hard for it, trust with the Lord, have a commitment with God, trust the process, and it will all be okay. Because God sees us not full of imperfections. God sees us with full of potential. You just need to work for it and trust the process. I'll see you in the next vlog.